edges of the high wooden stool, warning me not to act like a fool. Wet hair combing down past your eyes, I'm measuring the length, checking the size. We don't need a mirror or a magazine spread, just the trust you place in the tilt of your head. Hold it still, the silver blade snipping the steady beat, hair falling softly down to your feet. Yeah. The metal is cold against your warm neck. You flinch a little, I double check. A strand stuck to your nose, making you sneeze. I tell you to relax, put your mind at ease. The uneven line on the left side, you laugh it off, nowhere to hide. Sweeping the floor with a plastic broom, static electricity filling the room. You shake out your layers, lighter and free, turn around and face me. We don't need a mirror or a magazine spread, just the trust you place in the tilt of your head. Hold it still, the silver blade snipping the steady beat, hair falling softly down to your feet. Dusting off your shoulder with a brush of the head, just a kitchen cut, exactly as planned. Imperfect and fine. Two in the afternoon, the fridge is humming a low B flat. Sunlight cutting through the blinds, tiger stripes on the mat. You're wearing that faded gray tee, inside out again, reading the back of a cereal box, tracing the font with your thumb. Not saying a word, just chewing that gum. I don't need a serenade or a midnight flight, just the sound of the traffic and this lukewarm light. It's the way you lean against the counter, waiting for the kettle to scream. That ordinary view is better than any dream. Ceramic clinking against the coaster, a wet circle stays. You forgot to water the fern for like 3 days, watching the dust motes dance around your messy hair. You ask me if I want a refill, one eyebrow raised in that lazy half asleep Sunday kind of gaze. Texture of the linen sofa, scratchy and warm, no need to weather any storm. Just watching the ice cubes melt down in the glass, letting the minutes drag their feet as they pass. I don't need a serenade or a midnight flight, just the sound of the traffic and this lukewarm light. It's the way you lean against the counter, waiting for the kettle to scream. That ordinary view is better than any dream. The steam rising up, settling on the window pane, just a coffee ring and the afternoon rain. turning slightly grotesque. You dip the gold nib into the deep well, caught in the vapor of the iron smell. Listen to the suction, the vacuum sound as the black liquid rises from the ground. We don't need a keyboard or a blinking line, just the flow of the ink and the simple design. Draw it up, fill in the chamber with a steady hand, writing words that only we understand. You hold it up to the light to check the fill, afraid that the bottle might tip and spill. A single air bubble trapped in the glass, waiting for the moment of tension to pass. Wiping the grip with a tissue square, leaving a smudge on the paper there. You test the flow with a figure 8, a loop of silence, sealing our fate. The sheen is wet on the heavy page, drying slowly like we're waiting an age. Plotting the excess with a rocking motion, calm and dark like a midnight ocean. Don't need a keyboard or a blinking line, just the flow of the ink and the simple design. Draw it up, fill in the chamber with a steady hand, writing words that only we understand. Screwing the cap until it clicks tight, just a filled pen and the desk light, ready to write. Write everything down. Oh, 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 yeah.
If it's ripe, wiping your hands on your jeans, a quick swipe, toss a bag of coffee into the wire cage, complain about the price on the yellow page, reading the back of a carton of juice, your left shoelace is coming a little loose. Scanner beeps in a ringtone, checking the grocery list on your phone. The conveyor belt moves the black rubber band, you reach out and accidentally brush my hand. We don't need a fancy reservation list, just the cold air touching your wrist. Push it slow, navigating through the rows of cans and jars, underneath these humming fluorescent bars. Rustling, walking to the car, just the street lights and a chocolate bar melting on the dash.
Alignment of the wheels on the metal rail, sign flashing neutral telling a silent tale. You take your hands off the steering wheel, feeling the rollers catch the rubber heel, windows rolled up tight against the spray. The world outside is washing gray,
Sudden darkness as we enter the bay, just sitting still in the middle of the day. We don't need the highway or the open road, just this open water in this cove, covered in foam, pink and blue suds, sliding down the glass, waiting for the heavy spinning brushes to pass. The noise is deafening, a rhythm beat, water drumming on the metal sheet. You turn the radio down to hear the roar, a tiny leak dripping near the door. The windshield is a blur, a thick white blocking out the afternoon light. You look at me in this submarine, the only dry spot in the scene. The spray stops and the wax rains down, a synthetic smell filling the town. The giant dryer starts to blow air, messing up the stillness, messing up your hair, chasing the droplets off the hood, understanding more than we understood. We don't need the highway or the open road, just this open water in this coat, covered in foam, pink and blue suds, sliding down the glass, waiting for the heavy spinning brushes to pass. Green light flashes, put it in drive. Clean and shiny, in a live tire squeeze. Smell of lavender, powder, and rusted pipes. Fluorescent tube above is flickering in stripes. You're sitting on the washing machine, swinging your heels, reading a travel magazine that's 3 years old, complaining that the AC is set way too cold. We don't need a rhythm or a fancy beat, just the vibration of the floor and the rising heat. Round and round, watching the colors blur behind the glass, letting the heavy minutes slowly pass. Digging through your denim for a lost time, you found a crumpled receipt from summertime. Laughing at a movie we didn't even like. Your hair is messy, caught in the static air, sorting the socks into a mismatched pair. The buzzer sounds, a sharp alarm. You hand me a sweater, dry and warm. Outside the pavement is turning gray, but in here it's just the middle of the day. We don't need a rhythm or a fancy beat, just the vibration of the floor and the rising heat. Round and round, watching the colors blur behind the glass, letting the heavy minutes slowly pass. Folding the sheets, corner, walking out the door.
a sheet of paper, rolling it in the black rubber plating. Where we begin, you align the margins with the metal slide. Nowhere for the typo to hide. Dust on the keys, the Q and the A, hammering out what we wanna say. We don't need a cursor or a blinking line, just the ink ribbon and the mechanical design. Slide it back, slide it back. Hearing the bell at the end of the road, let in the words and the rhythm flow. The keys jam up when you go too fast. The tangled metal mess from the past. You pull them apart with ink stained tips. A little smirk on your focused lips. The ribbon is fading, turning to gray, stamping the memory of the day. The E is sticky, it doesn't bounce back, leaving a light, a mark on the track. The clatter is loud in the quiet room, chasing away the digital gloom. We don't need a cursor or a blinking line, just the ink ribbon and the mechanical design. Slide it back, slide it back. Hearing the bell at the end of the road, let in the words and the rhythm flow. Pulling the bar for the ratchet sound, just the letters that we found. End of page. Hey. Crease the line, make it sharp. Yeah. The city was a flat sheet of black, 2 dimensions on a paper track, just a silhouette without a spine. Until you crossed the borderline, you took the corners of the night and folded them into the light. A complex shape begins to rise, reflected in your geometric eyes. It is not random, it is design. Your fingers tracing down the spine. The atmosphere begins to bend, a masterpiece that will not end. We are living in a neon origami, a glowing sculpture unfolded in balmy. You turn the shadows into paper cranes, flying through the electric lanes. It is delicate and it is bold, 1,000 stories being told in every angle, in every fold, turning the paper into gold. No scissors needed, just your hands reshaping all my careful plans. The logic of the street is gone. We are building shapes until the dawn. A pyramid of pure desire, constructed out of ice and fire. Fragile balance on the edge, dancing on the window ledge. Is random, it is design. Your fingers tracing down the spine. The atmosphere begins to bend, a masterpiece that will not end. We are living in a neon origami, a glowing sculpture unfolded in balmy. You turn the shadows into paper cranes, flying through the electric lanes. It is delicate and it is bold, 1,000 stories being told in every angle, in every fold, turning the paper into gold. Don't tear the edges, don't crush the art. You are folding up the blueprint of my heart. Precise and perfect, sharp and bright, constructing magic in the middle of the night. We are living in a neon origami, a glowing sculpture unfolded in balmy. You turn the shadows into paper cranes, flying through the electric lanes. It is delicate and it is bold, 1,000 stories being told in every angle, in every fold, turning the paper into gold. Paper thin, let the light give it a right. Neon origami. Yeah. Yeah. Push rubs stick louder together. Two slices, your feet side on the wood. Smell the spray, disinfectant and varnished wood. You cut the marble heavy and green, testing the weight, it tests for flickering screen. We don't need a strike or a good thick game, just a heavy roll and the neon frame. Watch it stand, slipping on the line, losing your stance, not gripping for a score. It's the circumstance. Your fingers, splitting it up on your jeans. The ball hits the lane, but preferred by all means. It curves to the gutter, ignoring the pin. You turn around laughing, scratching your chain. Sipping a soda that's lost all its light under the home of the fluorescent light. Mechanical form sweeps the vikings away. Sat in the deck for another play. The air conditioner rattled all the hair. While you eat the pretzels, scale and bread. We don't need a strike or a good fit game, just a heavy roll in the neon frame. Watch it spin, slipping on the line, losing the skins, not good before the score. The circumstance. Street in the shoes there, the foot that's scattered, walking out the just an hour alone. Watch it spin. Watch it spin. Watch it spin.
Sitting on the step with the newspaper spread, the sharp smell of polish going to your head. Twisting the metal butterfly key on the side. The lid pops open, nowhere to hide. Wrapping the yellow cloth tight on your finger, letting the scent of the cedar linger. We don't need a copper or a brand new pair, just a circular motion and the care. Buff, fit, bright, friction heating up the worn out skin, finding the reflection from within. Dabbing the wax on the scuff at the toe, working it in, moving it slow. You pick up the brush with the wooden back, the horsehair bristles create a rim track. Swoosh and sweep side to side, watching the dullness slowly subside. A smudge of black on your thumb knuckle, polishing the brass of the little buckle, catching your face in the sudden gleam, waking up the leather from a dream. We don't need a copper or a brand new pair, just a circular motion and the care. Buff, fit, bright, friction eating up the worn out skin, finding the reflection from within. Lacing them up tight and neat, ready for the pavement and the street. Walking gun. Kneeling on the concrete, scraping the moss, not worrying about the dirt or the cars. You're holding a trowel with a rusty tip, biting the skin on your lower lip. Wind is messing up your tied back hair. Smell of pot and mix fills the air. We don't need a meadow or a grassy field. Just this cracked tile and what it might yield. Pour it slow, watching the water darken the gray, washing the city dust away. You talk to the basil like it understands, wiping the soil off your callous hands. Use a chipmunk to water the roots, wearing your oldest mud-stained boots. The sun dips low behind the water tower, just checking the leaves for an hour. Sirens wailing 3 blocks down, orange street lights painting the town. A smear of earth on your left cheek, the view from here is distinct and bleak. We don't need a meadow or a grassy field, just this cracked tile and what it might yield. Pour it slow, watching the water darken the gray, washing the city dust away. Sliding the glass door, leaving the shoes outside, just the smell of mint and the evening tide of traffic noise. Holding the yellow strap with a loose grip, announcement voice warns about a trip. You're balancing on heels that look too high, watching the tunnel lights flash and fly, reflected in the window against the dark, reading a paperback with a folded mark. We don't need a station or a final stop, just the rhythm of the rails and the heavy drops. Gravity pulling when the brakes kick in, standing close amidst the city din. The air conditioner hums a steady drone. You're ignoring a call on your silent phone, tracing the route map with a tired eye, letting the crowded cars just pass us by. Smell of ozone and the metal dust, trust in the motion because we must. Lights go out for a second in the bend, waiting for the signal that they send. Your bag is heavy on your lap, mind the closing doors, mind the gap. We don't need a station or a final stop, just the rhythm of the rails and the heavy drops to the right. Gravity pulling when the brakes kick in, standing close amidst the city din. Step onto the platform, tiles under feet, escalator rising to the street. Twist the lens, watch it shift. Yeah. The city grid was great and straight. I was walking in a line resigned to fade, just a monochrome movie in a darkened room, until you walked in and dispelled the gloom. You turned the dial with a single glance, now the pavement starts to fracture and dance. The logic of the street begins to break, a geometric fever that I cannot shake. The patterns are exploding in the air, I see your reflection everywhere.
It is a beautiful confusion to behold, a fractal story waiting to be told. It is a kaleidoscope rush, a sugar sweet hush. The colors collide in a symmetrical crush. I am spinning around in the center of the view, refracting the light and the gravity of you. It changes with every little beat, a technicolor rhythm in the street. I try to focus on the things I know, but the shapes are fluid and they start to flow. Mirrors and glass in a dazzling display, you rearrange the chaos of the day. My heart is a puzzle piece changing its form, caught in the middle of a rainbow storm. I do not want the picture to ever stay still. I am addicted to the motion and the thrill. The patterns are exploding in the air. I see your reflection everywhere. It is a beautiful confusion to behold, a fractal story waiting to be told. It is a kaleidoscope rush, a sugar sweet hush. The colors collide in a symmetrical crush. I am spinning around in the center of the view, refracting the light and the gravity of you. It changes with every little beat, a technicolor rhythm in the street. Don't stop the turning, keep the colors burning, red and gold and electric blue. Every angle points to you. Shattered glass, but it feels so fine, a masterpiece of a new design. It is a kaleidoscope rush, a sugar sweet hush. The colors collide in a symmetrical crush. I am spinning around in the center of the view, refracting the light and the gravity of you. It changes with every little beat, a technicolor rhythm in the street. Fractal spinning, don't look back here, just watch the colors track. Kaleidoscope, yeah. Kaleidoscope, yeah. Rush. Submerging the gray block in the water sink, waiting for the last air bubble to shrink. You lay the damn towel on the granite top, decide exactly where to stop, holding the handle with a firm grip, biting the corner of your lower lip. We don't need a serrated blade or a laser guide, just the friction on the abrasive side, restoring the edge that was lost, ignoring the time and the cost. The riff and scrape of steel on stone, a medicated sound, a low drone, dark gray slurry forming on the face, keeping the angle at a steady pace. You check the burr with the thumb touch, not pressing down too much. Testing the slice on a paper sheet, a clean cut, sudden and sweet, wiping the blade with a careful cloth, focusing on the task, nothing else but us both. We don't need a serrated blade or a laser guide, just the friction on the abrasive side, restoring the edge that was lost, ignoring the time and the cost. Rinsing the grip down the drain, just the sharp edge and the grain. squeaky sound of the blue rope peeling, covering the trim, staring at the ceiling. Tasty drop cloth crinkling under shoes. The old oversized shirt is the one you choose. Pressing the edge down with a fingernail, ensuring the line won't fail. Dust motes dancing in the empty room, chasing away the afternoon gloom. We don't need a gallery or a frame, just a pigment in the color game. Roll it slow, covering the scuffs of the years before, changing the mood from ceiling to floor. Pouring the latex, the thick white glove, moving the ladder, giving it a love. The roller hisses on the plaster skin, wonder where to stop and where to begin. You missed the spot right above the switch, laughing at the shade, the color pitch, stretching your arm to reach the top, waiting for the drip and beat to drop. The fumes hang heavy in the empty space, a smudge of primer on your face, waiting for the sheen to dry down matte, sitting on the floor where we sat. It looks darker while it is still wet, a transformation we won't forget. We don't need a gallery or a frame, just a pigment in the color game. Roll it slow, covering the scuffs of the years before, changing the mood from ceiling to floor. Peeling the strip, the perfect straight line, just a fresh smell and the design. Wash the brush in the sink, swirling white and pink.
Cold metal pressing against your cheekbone, smell of the leather strap, worn and brown. You're pulling the film leader across the back, hearing the plastic gears engage the track. Sunlight hitting the dust on the lens glass, waiting for the mechanical moment to pass. We don't need a screen or a preview glow, just the chemistry and the ISO. Winding forward, catching the light on a silver strip, holding the camera with a steady grip. Looking through the viewfinder, blurry and dim, adding the split circle on the rim. You're fixing your collar, looking away, captured in the grain of the heavy gray. The shutter fires with a curtain snap, caught in the middle of this time trap. The counter ticks from 1 to 2, a limited number of shots of you. No delete button to clear the mistake, just the risk that we're willing to take. We don't need a screen or a preview glow, just the chemistry and the ISO. Winded forward, catching the light on a silver strip, holding the camera with a steady grip. Rewinding the crane,
walking in a white noise haze, lost in the signal for days and days. Just a distorted picture on a screen until you walk into the scene. My reception cleared in a single blink. I cannot focus and I cannot think. You are high definition in a lo-fi world, watching the mystery get unfurled. My hands are shaking just a little bit. I am looking for a puzzle piece to fit. The atmosphere is charged and getting loud. You stand out like a beacon in the crowd. It is silk and static, a reaction so automatic. You are the smooth and I am the spark, lighting up the corners of the dark. It is a friction that feels so right. Electric shadows in the candlelight. You flow like water while I buzz like a wire, caught in the middle of the ice and fire. Yeah. You speak a language that I want to learn. With every syllable I crash and burn. The interference is a sweet design. Your frequency is tangling up with mine. I check my reflection in the window pane, trying to simulate being sane, but the voltage is rising inside my chest, putting my composure to the test. My hands are shaking just a little bit. I am looking for a puzzle piece to fit. The atmosphere is charged and getting loud. You stand out like a beacon in the crowd. It is silk and static, a reaction so automatic. You are the smooth and I am the spark, lighting up the corners of the dark. It is a friction that feels so right. Electric shadows in the candlelight. You flow like water while I buzz like a wire, caught in the middle of the ice and fire. Ooh, ooh, do not switch the channel. Ooh, ooh, do not cut the cord. This is the moment that I cannot afford to lose. In the echo of the city street, I am dancing to the glitch of my own heartbeat. It is silk and static, a reaction so automatic. You are the smooth and I am the spark, lighting up the corners of the dark. It is a friction that feels so right. Electric shadows in the candlelight. You flow like water while I buzz like a wire, caught in the middle of the ice and fire. Ooh, ooh, yeah. High voltage, soft touch. Ooh, ooh, it is a little too much, right? Ooh, ooh, silk and static. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, ooh. Fade out. Yeah. Face pressed against the thick acrylic sheet, distorted nose and shuffling feet. The filter hums a steady low beat, watching the guppies chasing debris. You're wearing that oversized wool coat, watching the plastic castle float. We don't need the tides or the salty spray, just the LED glow and the artificial ray. Drifting slow, eyes tracking the bubbles rising up like the soda fizz in a paper cup. Finger tracing the path of a snail, comparing the color to your fingernail. The blue light catches the rim of your glasses, ignoring the noisy school trip masses. You whisper something about the sand, deep in your pocket burying your hand. Temperature gauge reads 72, everything bathed in a synthetic hue. Your reflection goes over the shore, standing still in the quiet dawn. We don't need the tides or the salty spray, just the LED glow and the artificial ray. Drifting slow, eyes tracking the bubbles rising up like the soda fizz in a paper cup.
One wheel is wobbling on the white tile floor. You're stacking the apples, reaching for more. The freezer capsule is still on your skin, waiting for the black bubble duck to begin. You place the plastic stick between us and them, holding the kale by the leafy stem. We don't need a reservation or a silver spoon, just a scale beat in the afternoon. Watching the grocery slide down the line, and it's fluorescent humming tray. You cause a pack of gum on the moving track. Reading the headlines, holding a laugh back. The cashier is wrecking it, scanning the bread. You're fixing the cap on your blissy head, ignoring the magazines with the glossy face, finding the rhythm in this crowded place. The chip reader waits for the card you insert. The coffee stain on your oversized shirt. The bag of ass, paper or plastic. The moment is simple, nothing plastic. Wash all the bags and the receipt prints out, removing the shadow of any doubt. We don't need a reservation or a silver spoon, just a scan of beat in the afternoon. Then slow, walking the grocery side down the line, and it's fluorescent humming right. Walking through the automatic dig door, injured a lot in the city wall, pushing the cart. Through the crate, looking for that jazz funk from 78. You blow the dust off the cardboard sleeve, sneeze twice into the shoulder of your sweater weave. Careful fingers holding the edge of the disc, taking a calculated analogous. We don't need a playlist or a digital sound, just the crackle of the black circle going round. Drop the needle down, waiting for the music to catch the groove, watching your socks feet barely move. The track skips once on the second bar. You laugh and say it adds a little character, tracing the liner notes with a bitten nail, reading the credits like a detailed trail. The lamp reflects on the glossy spin, a warm vibration settling on your skin. The silence in the gap between the songs, where nothing feels rushed and nothing feels wrong, just the low hum of the motor underneath, and the sound of you grinding your teeth. We don't need a playlist or a digital sound, just the crackle of the black circle going round. Drop the needle down, waiting for the music to catch the groove, watching your sock feet barely move. Arm lifts up, returns to the rest, just the quiet room and the heavy chest.
Rolling the blue cube on the little tip, low blowing the dust off with the gentle lip. The triangle lifts, the balls are tight. Under the low-hanging rectangular light, you walk around the table checking the line, holding the chew stick like a rigid spine. We don't need a wager or a heavy bet, just the ankles and the geometry set. Grab the raft, physics in motion across the slate, leaving the outcome up to fate. Leaning low over the velvet green, the most focused gaze that I've ever seen. Neck in a bridge with your spread out hand, executing the shot for you airplane. The white ball spins with a backward draw, defying the limit of the fiction. Oh, the silence sinks into the corner. I get out of that like a wire rapid. Drop marks on the side, eat your juice. Understanding what the silence means. We don't need a wager or a heavy bet, just the angles and the geometry set. Crack the raft, physics in motion across the slate, leaving the outcome up to fate. Back in and out for one more game, just a clip and the aim. Great shot.
Five fingers scraping on the metal rack, smelling mothballs in a dusty stack. You pull out a jacket with shoulder pads, laughing about the trends of different dads. Holding it up against the fading light, checking for holes, seeing if it's right. We still need a brand new designer fit, just for loose jets and the grit. Try it on, watching you pose in the three-way glass, letting me afternoon hours pass. Found the pair of shades with the mist and screw. The lanes paints the roam, the sepia chew. You tie a sip scarf around your wrist, checking the price on the handbread list. Sneezing twice from the heavy wool. The store is empty, but it feels full. Starboards creak under your weight, a collection of things that arrive late. Old leather boots and a broken clock. Time standing still on the zebra. We still need a brand new designer fit, just those threads and the grip. Try it on, watching you pose in the three-way glass, letting the afternoon hours pass. Clockwork receipt in your back pocket, walking to the door just to lock it. Swinging loose, cloud of flour dust in the wooden board. The quiet Sunday that we can afford. You're rolling the pin with a practice slide, nowhere for the savory scent to hide. The circle of dough, thin and white, reflecting a soft kitchen light. We don't need a menu or a reservation, just a fold in the pinch of creation. Feel it tight, lighting them up in a perfect row, watching the little crescent moon scroll. You're picking what you're feeling in that one, laughing before the cooking is done, dipping your finger in the water dough, fixing that bit, making it whole. Hey, smudge your white on your nose tip, biting the skin of your lower lip. Water garden in the stainless pot,
steam rising up heavy and high, fog in the window, blurring the street, waiting for the savory treat. We don't need a menu or a reservation, just a fold in the bench of creation. Seated tight, lighting them up with a perfect blow, watching the little crescent things grow. Left in the lid, steam rushes out, just the simple taste without a doubt. And then sauce.
Static lifting the hair on your arm, sliding the disc out, keeping it from harm. You're reading the lyrics on the back of the case, a look of focus on your face, blowing the dust off with a gentle breath, scared of scratching it to death. We don't need a skip button or a shuffle mode, just the spiral path and the analog code. Drop the arm, hearing the pop before the music starts, two beating syncopated hearts. The strobe light dots are standing still, testing the speed, testing the will. You lower the level with a steady hand, the softest touch in the land, watching the label spin a blurry blue, sitting here listening with you. The runout groove is locked in a loop, a repetitive sound, a quiet scoop. Silence beating the tracks is loud, floating alone on this audio cloud. We don't need a skip button or a shuffle mode, just the spiral path and the analog code. Drop the on, hearing the pop before the music starts, two beating syncopated hearts. Lifting the needle, silent the needle, silence return. Lifting the needle, silence return. Flipping the side as the candle burns. Side beat. Wrap the paper around a wooden block, dust hanging in the air like a heavy fog. You're pushing down with a steady stroke, wearing that old flannel like a cloak. The sound of friction, a riff and scrape, changing the shape. We don't need a varnish or a glossy stain, just a raw wood and the natural grain. Smooth it down, feeling the surface with a fingertip, blowing the dust from your upper lip. Switching the sheet to a higher count, the pile of sawdust begins to mount. You close your eyes to feel the snag, wiping it clean with the note rag. The pattern emerges, swirls of brown, the quietest work in the whole town. Not in the center, hard and dark, history left by a growing mark. Working around it, making it blend, hours of time that we willingly spend. We don't need a varnish or a glossy stain, just the raw wood and the natural grain. Smooth it down, feeling the surface with a fingertip, blowing the dust from your upper lip. feet. Clear, cold, dry and slow.
Scattered screws on the living room rug. You frown in a diagram made with a shrug. Holding a wooden dowel like a cigarette. Sweat on your temple, a little bit wet. It's almost midnight, the neighbors are quiet. You kick the box and cause a cardboard riot. We don't need a carpenter's skill, just the silence that we feel. Turn it tight, twisting the metal until it clicks. Laughing at the pieces we can't fix. Ooh, 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 ooh. Smell of fresh sawdust and cheap veneer. Using a heavy book to hammer near the joint. Because the mallet is lost, ignoring the price tag and the cost. Dust on the knees of your sweatpants, doing a clumsy, frustrated dance. The manual is thrown on a sofa chair. Instructions that lead to nowhere. Just raw wood and an L-shaped tool. Playing it cool, acting a fool. We don't need a carpenter's skill, just the silence that we feel. Turn it tight, twisting the metal until it clicks. Laughing at the pieces we can't fix. Ooh, 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 ooh. Standing back, it leans to the right. Just a wobbly shelf in the hallway light. Good enough. Put the lever into end, take your hands off the wheel. The conveyor belt catches the rubber and steel. Sudden darkness before the spray begins to fall. You're fixing the collar of your denim jacket, ignoring the sudden mechanical racket. Tapping a rhythm on the dashboard trim. We don't need the open road or the highway speed. Just the foam sliding down is all we need. Under the wax, watching the world turn into a blurry mess. Safe inside this metal and glass recess. Pink soap dripping down like melting ice cream. Heavy brushes hitting the side with the steam. You turn the volume knob to kill the static noise. Reflected neon lights dancing on your cheek. The signal on your phone is getting weak. Just staring at the water, sealing us in. The giant dryer counts down from 10 to 1. Chasing away the drops before they run. Smell of synthetic cherry fills the air. You run your fingers through your messy hair. We don't need the open road or the highway speed. Just the foam sliding down is all we need. Under the wax, watching the world turn into a blurry mess. Safe inside this metal and glass recess. Green light flashing
the fender of the silver truck. Generator humming, just our luck. Smell of burnt onions and gasoline. You're wiping a smudge off your phone screen. Blowing on the cheese, it's way too hot. Standing in the only empty parking spot. We don't need a tablecloth or candle wax, just the street noise and the paper stacks. Ride it slow, watching the steam curl in the cold. Better than any story told. Tasty fork snaps with a sharp crack. You laugh and say there's no turning back. Salt dripping down onto your shoe, a sticky shade of barbecue. Street light buzzing like a trap fly, watching the late cars roll on by. The vendor scrapes the grill, metal on steel, the most honest kind of meal. Crumpled napkins flying in the breeze, shivering a little in the freeze. We don't need a tablecloth or candle wax, oh, just the street noise and the paper stacks. Watching the steam curl in the cold. Better than any story told. Tossing the trash into the rusty bin, wiping the corner of your chin. Walking home. Bicycle flip upside down on the concrete. You're turning the pedal with your bare feet. Chain is clicking, a rhythm metallics, black grease smudged on the wrapper you found. Adjusting the brake pad with a hex key, squinting one eye so you can clearly see. We don't need a destination or a map, just a spinning wheel and a quiet gap. Clicking through, watching the spokes turn into a blur, listening to the mechanism purr. Smell of rubber and the spray lubricant. You're focused on the task, seemingly content. Checking the pressure with a thumb and a squeeze. The wind is picking up, cool in the breeze. You wipe your hands on the side of your jeans, understanding what the tension means. The valve cap rolls under the patio chair. You chase it down with a deliberate stare. Right in the frame, the tires hit the ground. A solid, satisfying, heavy sound. Or a map, just the spinning wheel and the quiet gap. Click it through, watching the spokes turn into a blur, listening
apron strings around your waist. A heavy gray lump, no time to waste. You slap the clay down with a solid thud. Hands already covered in the slick, cool mud. Bucket of water turning cloudy and brown. Kicking the pedal, the wheel spins around. Set her in the mass with a steady force, keeping the motion on a perfect course. We don't need the kiln nor the glazing fire, just a spinning foam and the rising spire. Pull it up, feeling the friction against the skin, finding the balance from within. Thumbs pressing down into the center spot, opening the walls of the future pod. You're biting your lip in deep concentration, building a vessel, a new creation. The spatter of earth hits your left cheek. The structure is rising, wet and sleek. Your fingers are steady, guiding the wall, catching the teeter before the fall. The rim gets wobbly, starting to sway. You laugh and collapse it, pushing away. Starting over from the mound below, learning exactly how to go slow. Sponge in the bottom, soaking the excess, finding beauty in this muddy mess. We don't need the kiln or the glazing fire, just a spinning foam and the rising spire. Pull it up, feeling the friction against the skin, finding the balance from within. Slice the wire under the base, wiping the mud from your face. Set to dry on the wooden shelf, just us and the self. Neon reflection sliding on the glass cover. You gripping the sides, leaning way over, chewing on a plastic straw. Biting the end, watching the silver ball curve and bend. The flippers click with mechanical snap. You're keeping the rhythm, closing the gap. We don't need a high score or a bonus play, just the steel ball finding its way. Keep it up, fighting gravity on the slanted board, ignoring the flashing digital reward. The ball hits a bumper with the satisfying tap. You nudge the cabinet, taking it back. Warning light flashes, red on the display. You just shrug the mistake away. Hair falling forward, blocking your view. Reflected lights turning your face blue. Token dropping in the metal chute. The mechanism makes a mechanical salute. Music from the 80s, synthesized and loud, isolated in the middle of the crowd. We don't need a high score or a bonus play, just the steel ball finding its way. Keep it up, fighting gravity on the slanted board, ignoring the flashing digital reward. Ball drains down, the lights go dim. Just your hands resting on the rim. Game over. Ball drains down, the lights go dim. Just your hands resting on the rim. Game over. Pop the cork, watch it rise. Yeah. I live my life in straight and sober lines. I'm an chromatic world of strict designs. No sudden movements and no big surprise, until I caught the sparkle in your eyes. You poured a little chaos in my cup, and now I'm floating, drifting, hooking up. The atmosphere is changing in the room, dispelling all the shadows and the gloom. The pressure builds behind the glass, a moment that I cannot let pass. My clarity is starting to dissolve. I have lost my ironclad resolve. It is champagne logic, a gold
bubbles over fizzy and so sweet, sweeping me right off my steady feet. It makes no sense but feels so right. A carbonated vision of the night. No heavy thinking, just the rise, caught in the sparkle of your eyes. The conversation starts to gently spin. I do not know where to begin. A carbonated sort, a sudden rush, a temperature that rises to a blush. The room is swaying softly to the song. I knew that it would not take very long before I drank the feeling deeply down and let the bubbles chase away the frown. The pressure builds behind the glass, a moment that I cannot let pass. My clarity is starting to dissolve. I have lost my ironclad resolve. It is champagne logic, a golden state of mind. I am leaving all my rationale behind. It bubbles over fizzy and so sweet, sweeping me right off my steady feet. It makes no sense but feels so right. A carbonated vision of the night. No heavy thinking, just the rise, caught in the sparkle of your eyes. Don't put the cork back in the bottle now. We are breaking every rule and every vow. Let it spill like gold upon the floor. I do not need my logic anymore. Effervescent and so light, floating like a satellite. It is champagne logic, a golden state of mind. I am leaving all my rationale behind. It bubbles over fizzy and so sweet, sweeping me right off my steady feet. It makes no sense but feels so right. A carbonated vision of the night. No heavy thinking, just the rise, caught in the sparkle of your eyes. Fizz and pop, don't let it stop. Champagne logic, yeah. Just sip it slow. Here we go. Lying on the rug, counting cracks in the plaster. The ceiling fan is spinning, refusing to go faster. Third blade has a layer of gray dust on the rim. You're balancing a heavy book on a bent limb. Ice cubes clinking in a glass by your head, ignoring the emails that you haven't read. We don't need a storm or a heavy gust, just the wobble of the motor and the trust. Round and round, cutting through the heat of the afternoon, underneath the white and silent moon. Brass chain taps against the glass bowl light, the ribbon clicking, that sounds just right. You shift your weight and the floorboards creak, wiping a drop of water from your cheek. The pages flutter in the artificial breeze, wearing nothing but that oversized camise. Shadows stretching out across the wall, waiting for the temperature to fall. The hum of the electric coil above is the only sound we're thinking of. We don't need a storm or a heavy gust, just the wobble of the motor and the trust. Round, round, cutting through the heat of the afternoon, underneath the white and silent moon, reaching up high to pull the string.
goes like this. I wore my best disguise tonight, a cool facade underneath the light. But you walked in the atmosphere, shifted gears and made it clear. My sophisticated panic starts, a riot in the quiet parts. The way you move is a dangerous art, pulling strings inside my heart. I try to keep the rhythm steady, but my defenses are not ready. The room begins to oscillate, a beautiful and twisty fate. It is vertigo in velvet, a soft collision and I felt it. The ground is gone beneath my shoes, I've got absolutely nothing left to lose. It is a smooth electric slide, nowhere left for me to hide. Falling up into the blue, caught in the gravity of you. Conversation creates a spark, lighting fires in the dark. I watch your lips form every word, the sweetest song I ever heard. My coffee cup is trembling slightly, I hold on to the table tightly. But in my mind I am miles away, living in the things we say. I count to 10 to find my feet, but I am dancing to your beat. The logic fails to hold the line when your eyes lock into mine. It is vertigo in velvet, a soft collision and I felt it. The ground is gone beneath my shoes, I've got absolutely nothing left to lose. It is a smooth electric slide, nowhere left for me to hide. Falling up into the blue, caught in the gravity of you. Physics has no explanation for this sudden elevation. We are floating past the ceiling now. Do not ask me why or ask me how. Just let the feeling take control. A glitter rush inside the soul. It is vertigo in velvet, a soft collision and I felt it. The ground is gone beneath my shoes, I've got absolutely nothing left to lose. It is a smooth electric slide, nowhere left for me to hide. Falling up into the blue, caught in the gravity of you. Spinning round, don't look down, boy, look down. Vertigo in velvet, yeah. Just you. Inside the casing starts to hum a heavy note. You're sitting on the carpet in your winter coat, blowing dust off a box marked with a faded pen, loading a circular tray, starting it again. A white square of light hits the plaster wall, revealing the texture, pumps and all. We don't need a cinema or a moving screen, just the click of the tray and the space between. Colors washed out in a Kodachrome square, dust floating suspended in the heated air. The image is upside down, you rush to flip the ring. A photo of a backyard fence and a broken swing. Your shadow blocks the lens when you point at the face, laughing at the outfit, looking out of place. The focus dial is sticky, turning kind of slow, bathed in the rectangle of the projector glow. The bulb is getting hot, smelling like burning lint. You squint your eyes to catch a subtle hint. The mechanism jams with a little bit of rust. You tap the side with a gentle trust. We don't need a cinema or a moving screen, just the click
just the cooling fan dispelling the glue. Click and wear.
Leaning back against the vibrating steel, the hum of the cycle is something you feel. You slide in the quarters into the metal slot, checking the dial. Is it cold or is it hot? The water rushes in with a sudden splash, counting the minutes on the digital dash. We don't need a tide or a river flow, just a soapy churn and a steady glow. Watching the colors blur into one, wait until the heavy work is done. Sitting on the folding table, swinging your feet. The air is thick with the dryer sheet sweet. You're reading a magazine with a torn cover, watching the suds spill over and over. The zipper of a jean jacket hits the glass door, a ribbon click and we can't ignore. The buzzer sounds a long loud drone. You check a message on your glowing phone, dragging a wet way to the open drum, feeling the heat begin to hum. We don't need a tide or a river flow, just a soapy churn and a steady glow. Spinning round, watching the colors blur into one, waiting until the heavy work is done. Pulling a lid from the wire screen, static sparkling green. Warm glow, stacking high. Standing in the hallway light, flickering white. You're counting quarters in your palm, holding them tight. The compressor hums a steady, low voltage song, debating between the salty or the sweet for way too long. Your breath fogs up the corner of the glass, watching the people in the lobby pass. We don't need a waiter or a silver tray, just the mechanism working in its grave. Watch it fall, the metal spiral turning round and round, waiting for the heavy hollow sound. You press B5 but the plastic button sticks, frustrated, kicking with your classic kicks. The bag hangs on the edge of the wire shelf. You laugh quietly to your own self, tapping the pane with a silver ring, waiting for the snack to do its thing. The flap pushes in, the prize is cold, a story of the night that's never told. Cracking the tab, the sudden carbonated hiss in this fluorescent quite a bit. We don't need a waiter or a silver tray, just the mechanism working in its grave. Watch it fall, the metal spiral turning round and round, waiting for the heavy hollow sound. Sharing the bag, leaning against the wall, just the soul and the empty stall. Digital glow,
Sliding door opens with a mechanical wheeze, hit by the blast of the AC breeze. It's 3 a.m. and the city is dead asleep, but here under the fluorescence, the shadows aren't deep. You're staring at the rows of color cans, hands in the pockets of your oversized Vans. We don't need a skyline or a table for two, just this linoleum floor and the electric blue. Scanning the code, buying cheap snacks while the radio plays low. Nowhere specific we really need to go. Condensation dripping off a bottle of tea. You point at a label and laugh at the fee. Your reflection caught in the freezer glass door, checking out flavors you've never seen before. The cashier is nodding off behind the stand. You toss a bag of lemon drops into my hand. The beep of the register, sharp and clear, printing the moment on paper right here. Plastic bag rustling, walking out to the street where the night air feels sudden and sweet. We don't need a skyline or a table for two, just this linoleum floor and the electric blue. Scanning the code, buying cheap snacks while the radio plays low. Nowhere specific we really need to go. Watching the neon sign flicker and slow. Leaning over the felt, worn out green, the cue stick sliding, polished and clean. You rub the blue cube on the leather tip, blowing the dust off with a quick little zip. The cone light swings when you bump the shade, watching the geometry you just made. We don't need a trophy or a betting slip, just the steady hand and the finger grip. Hear the crack, solids and stripes scattering wide. Nowhere for the 8-ball to hide. Resting your chin on the back of your hand, surveying the table, planning where to land. You walk around the corner, checking the line, sipping a drink that tastes like lime. One eye squinting in the dusty haze, lost in the angles of this wooden maze. The jukebox changes to a slower track, racking the triangle, moving them back. Smell of old carpet and floor wax. You stretch your arms and finally relax. We don't need a trophy or a betting slip, just a steady hand and the finger grip. Hear the crack, solids and stripes scattering wide. Nowhere for the 8-ball to hide. Hanging the stick on the brass wall hook,
the cardboard spread on a rug, emptying the plastic bag with a tub. You're studying the diagram, page number 3, trying to figure out where the dowels should be. Smell the pressed wood and the factory dust, putting the pieces together with trust. Count the washers coming up short, a midnight construction, a quiet sport. We don't need a showroom or a custom build, just the patience that we have instilled. Turn it tight, be a check metal spinning in the screw, foundation, just us two. A wrench is digging into your sore thumb. You laugh and say you feel a little clumsy and dumb, holding the side panel steady and straight while I adjust the hinge in the way. Swear on your forehead, hair in your eyes, ignoring the complexity in the size. A wobble at first, but we fixed the lean. The best teamwork that this room has seen. One screw left over on the hardwood floor, that extra piece is for. Flipping it over to pass the seed, resting our tired and bare feet. We don't need a showroom or a custom build, just the patience that we have instilled. Turn it tight, the shake metal spinning in the screw, foundation, just us two. Break in the box, clean to a fast side, clean up and relax in the back, styrofoam, stone, static crane. Concrete pillars painted with the yellow stripe. The air is heavy, smelling like exhaust pipe. You're spinning a G, ring around your combo, and passing sedan is giving off a hum. An echo of our footsteps hitting the gray floor, looking for the numbers near the heavy fire door. We don't need the highway or the fast lane, just the spiral ramp and the brake light stay. Driving up the circles towards the street, tires squeaking on the smooth concrete. You press the panic button just to check the zone, a flash of orange in the dark, standing alone. Lean against the dusty fender of a van, checking the time on the back of your hand. The ventilation fan is rattling overhead. You yawn and mention something that I said. The ticket machine swallows the magnetic strip, the wooden gate armless with the mechanical blip. Dashboard lights glow in a soft and green, leaving the underground quiet and unseen. We don't need the highway or the fast lane, just the spiral ramp and the brake light stay. Driving up the circles towards the street, tires squeaking on the smooth concrete. Reflecting everywhere, bursting out into the city air, bursting out into the city air, bursting out into the city air. Tighten the denim with a steady thumb, checking the tension so it doesn't drum. Small yellow bulb shining on the silver bar, using a spool of thread that's traveled far. We don't need a pattern or a chalk design, just the rapid rhythm of the running line. Back and forth, stitching the edges of the fraying tear, focusing on the fabric that we wear. Red tomato cushion strapped to your wrist, pulling a pin with a subtle twist. The feed dog's pulling the cloth along while you hum to a radio song. You stop to trim a loose hanging end, leaning closer, trying to bend. The bobbin rattles in the case below, running out of string, going slow. Silence falls when you lift the foot, dust settling like a layer of soot. We don't need a pattern or a chalk design, just the rapid rhythm of the running line. Back and forth, stitching the edges of the fraying tape, focusing on the fabric where we're snapping the thread with the scissor blade. Just the mended seam that we made. Light flickers off, scattered cardboard on the scratched veneer. 500 pieces and the end isn't near. You sorting the edges, separating the blue, holding a jagged shape up to the view. Dust motes dancing in the yellow lamp beam, lost in the middle of a paper scheme. You push a piece that clearly doesn't fit, biting your lip just a little bit. We don't need a full picture or the glue, just the satisfying click when it fits true. Press it down, fill in the gaps in the landscape scene, somewhere between the forest and the green. Press it down. You swear the vacuum took the missing cloud, laughing at the pattern, saying it's too loud. Sipping on tea that's gone completely cold, wearing that sweater with the loose fold, leaning your elbows on the hardwood, tracing the cut lines where the pieces stood, shadows stretching long across the floor. Not worrying about what we're looking for, just the texture of the print under the thumb, humming a melody, a quiet hum. We don't need the full picture or the glue, just the satisfying
on the dining mat. Just a corner piece and the sleeping cat. Turn the light.
Cracked vinyl seats sticking to your coat. Drivers humming a low, flat note. Rain is smearing the yellow street light, turning the avenue into liquid bright. You're leaning your head on the foggy glass, watching the umbrella crowds walk past. We don't need a destination code, just the tires humming on the wet road. Let it spin. Watching the red numbers tick and climb, spending nothing but our time. Smell of pine air freshener and damp wool. The car halts with a sudden pull. Your hand slides over across the seam, waking up from a half-lit dream. Shadows from the bridge flicker on your face, moving steady in this metal case. Turn signal clicking a steady beat, heat coming from under the seat. You wipe a circle on the window pane just to see the heavy rain. We don't need a destination code, just the tires humming on the wet road. Watching the red numbers tick and climb, spending nothing but our time. Doors slam shut, puddles splash, standing on the curb in a flash. Tail lights fading.
Newspaper sheets laid on the parquet, headlines from last week turning gray. You're shaking the can with the ribbon clack, wearing an old shirt with a tear in the back. Blue masking tape along the window frame, trying to give this empty room a name. We don't need a masterpiece or a brush of art, just the roller sliding, making a start. Up and down, covering the scuff marks on the plaster wall, watching the wet color slowly crawl. A drop of eggshell, white lands on your nose. You wipe it off with your elbow, strike a pose, stepping carefully around the plastic tray, humming a song from a cabaret. The smell of latex paint is filling the air, a streak of white caught in your dark hair. Pizza box open on the stepladder seat, cold pepperoni in the city heat, open in the sash to let the breeze blow in. The drying process is about to begin. We don't need a masterpiece or a brush of art, just the roller sliding, making a start. Up and down, covering the scuff marks on the plaster wall, watching the wet color slowly crawl. Peeling the tape
the sticky sound, just the fresh groove and us around.
Don't touch the wall.
Curling whisper the rose and smoke. You fixing the radio that I broke. Magnifying glass on the heavy stand. Tweezers steady in your left hand. The iron tip glowing a dull orange red. Focusing on the connection thread. We don't need a signal or a wireless wave. Just the heat and the path we pave. Melting the tin into a shiny bead. Repairing the circuit that we need. Smell of ozone in the burning flux. Getting to the center, the core, the crux. Touching the wire to the copper pad. Best concentration that you've ever had. Safety glasses slipping down your nose. Freezing time in this technical pose. Blowing gently to cool it down. The quietest noise in the whole town. Testing the joint with a gentle tug. Before we put back the power plug. Don't need a signal or a wireless wave. Just the heat and the path we pave. Flowing silver, melting the tin into a shiny bead. Repairing the circuit that we need. Flipping the switch, static turns to sound. Just the music that we felt, solid bond.
Sharp screech of the dispenser gun. The packing tape is coming undone. You're sitting cross-legged on the hardwood floor, surrounded by a cardboard war, wearing a t-shirt with a smudge of gray, deciding what to keep and what to throw away. We don't need a mansion or a grand design, just the marker smell and the messy line. Write it down. Labeling the boxes with a shaky hand, building a castle on the shifting sand. Bubble wrap pop between your thumb, humming a tune that sounds painfully dumb. You found the ticket stub from 2 years ago, stuck to the bottom of a stereo. Dust motes floating in the lamp's harsh beam, waking up from a cluttered dream. Pizza slice on a paper plate, checking the time, it's getting late. Echo of footsteps in empty hall, lean your head back against the wall. We don't need a mansion or a grand design, just the marker smell and the messy line. Write it down. Labeling the boxes with a shaky hand, building a castle on the shifting sand. Rusty key, just the open box and the debris. Finally done.
checking the time on a cracked phone. You're sitting on the edge of the metal car, watching the rubber slides start to part. Smell of jet fuel and floor wax mix. It's 5:15, maybe 6. Leaning your head on the cool steel rail, pale and tired, a little bit frail. We don't need a chauffeur or a printed sign, just the black belt moving in a curved line.
Watch it turn.
Waiting for the heavy thud on the track, identifying the handle of the pack. A gray suitcase with a bright red string passes us by, a recurrent thing. You're pouring out a box wrapped in plastic film, lost in the rhythm of this travel realm. Yawning wide, stretching your arms up high, rubbing the sleep from your left eye. The buzzer sounds a warning blast, the machinery moving steady and fast. The flaps hang down like a heavy curtain. Everything here feels uncertain, except for the sticker on the side with the barcode and the long ride. We don't need a chauffeur or a printed sign, just the black belt moving in a curved line. Watch it turn. Waiting for the heavy thud on the track, identifying the handle of the pack. Grabbing the strap, hauling it down, wheels rolling out into the town. Automatic door